Black History Month is important to me because I think that it's important that we educate each other on Black history and Black culture.
Black History Month is important to us because it brings recognition to African American culture and how they have impacted our society that we live in today.
Black History Month is important to me because it's a month of reflecting on the struggles that were faced and how hard and tough getting to this point in time was.
Black History Month is important to me because it gives me the opportunity to really educate myself and acknowledge Black history and really learn and recognize all of their cultures while still celebrating diversity.
Black History Month is important because it shows and represents the struggles and cultures of our people.
Black History Month to me is important because it allows me to learn more about Black heritage, but also the important context behind the racial issues that we still face to this day. I know that with this knowledge, I can become a stronger ally.
Black History Month is important to recognize and celebrate the beauty of the Black culture while also recognizing and appreciating the history that comes with it. It's also a time to honor and recognize the accomplishments of the Black community.
Black History Month is important to me because it's a time of the month where I am able to actually put in effort and try to learn more about, historical figures in Black culture. It's a time for me to appreciate all the things that Black people have done in the world to reach this point.
Black History Month is important to me because a lot of non-Black people get to discover what Black people did and what they had to go through as men. I appreciate African and Caribbean culture because of the different ways they show their culture and its meaning in a new way.
Black History Month is important because we need to remember and celebrate all the Black historical figures that have created so much change in our society today.
Black History Month is a month that we recognize and remember the Black culture and what they have contributed to the society.
Black History Month is important because we get to learn about the history and the culture of African Americans. Through this, we connect and in hopes to remove racial barriers.
Black History Month is important. It's a time of remembering and thanking those African Americans who fought for their people's freedom and learning to understand other culture.
Black History Month is important to me because I think that it's crucial to recognize some of the more neglected contributions and impacts that Black and African American people have made.
Black History Month is important because it shows what Black people had to go through throughout the generations.
Black History Month is important to me because it's a celebration of being Black. It's a celebration of the people that came before us, that cleared the way for us to be where we are today as Black people. It's also important because it inspires us to dream big, to think bigger, and to better ourselves, to know that we can influence and impact the world just as the people before us did as well.
Basketball has helped me to make friends, build confidence, and skills that will help me reach my goals. I look at basketball as a challenge to me, to push me harder, faster, and stronger. Basketball has helped me gain a sense of identity and helped me feel supported in all aspects of my life.
Basketball has changed my life in different ways. Whenever I get on court, my focus is on, and it's calming to me that I'm running and focusing.
Sports are important to me because they are like a second family who allow anyone to join who has the heart and will, and teach important life skills that are needed in the real world.
Basketball and sports in general is important to us because it gives us meaningful life skills, including working as a team, leadership, and learning to not give up.
Basketball is important to me because it made me challenge myself, strive to be better, and grow as a person.
Basketball is important to me because it drives me to be better every day, not just on the court, but off the court. And every time I mess up on the court, I think of what I could do better.
Basketball or sports in general are important to me because it gives me time to build that team community. It's the jokes, the fun, the family that you get from that.
Basketball and sports in general have changed my life in so many ways, like the positive effect it's had on my well-being and providing me with an escape to really just focus on the game, picking up new skills, and overall just having fun.
Basketball is important to me because it helps me clear my mind and gives me joy.
Basketball is one of the most important things in my life right now. I've met so many amazing people through the sport, and it's always there for me when I feel stressed or when I need a break. Without it, I don't know what I would be doing.
Moving forward, I want to see more Black women engaging in sports. I also want to see women's sports getting the appreciation that it deserves. I think women's sports are really underrated and that needs to change.
What I want to see from women's sport moving forward is us not have to fight for things like equal pay and not have to wonder when you go to school, is there a girls' team?
Looking at women's accomplishments in sports, I personally would like to see more Black girls playing sports, especially in high school.
For me, I want to see more Black girls to continue what they love without worrying if they're good enough or not, just by their color.
In the future of female sports, I'd like to see more players play, officials officiate, and coaches coach in more male-dominated sports.
Moving forward, I want to see more attention drawn to women's sports, and I also want to see women's achievements in sports being appreciated and acknowledged. I feel that women's sports aren't taken seriously, and hopefully in the future that will change.
We would like to see more recognition and equality in women's sports, this including the pay, equipment, and overall opportunities that male athletes receive rather than the women.
Moving forward, I want to see more girls involve themselves in sports and continue even when they are discouraged.